we're going to have to break them up because he comes over to me and says hi guys, and then they say I gotta go, so he's gotta go over there near where that is, and then they start talking, and then he comes down and says hi.
You did right, but they've all got to stay in one shot. They do this in one shot. So how can we keep them all together and not have them moving out with stuff? So forget about the marks for a minute. But I do the same piece of work. What do they need to do? What if I was doing this? So I was going, what time is it? Oh, I don't know, what time is it? What's wrong with that if we're close? But where are my handles? Can't see you watch. So it feels weird, but you guys are going to have to do. Let's do a quick example. Cameron, can you do where's your watch? It's going to feel weird. You're going to have to bring it up to here. It feels weird, but you need to do that, because otherwise the audience are going, he's not even looking at his watch, let's see it.
What time is it?
Yeah, does that feel weird?
Yeah.
But it looks alright, doesn't it? Yeah, it looked alright. So that's the first thing. And then close up, we're really close up, you need to bring all this stuff that you do down here, alright, yeah, nice one, ooh, up to here. That's the first thing you need to do. The second thing is how big should your performances be? If we have, alright, yeah, let's come, we're going over, yeah, of course we are. What's going to happen to that if we're really close? What's going to look like? Why?
You gotta like sort of see who's calling who's calling over who.
Yeah. And what about the level of your performance? How big? What are we going to do with the size of it? Because there, you guys were quite big, you're doing quite a dramatic performance. But close up on your face, and all you can see is your face. What do you need to do?
Expression.
Right. And what was it? Big or small?
Big.
Small. Small. Watch. Camera sit in that chair.
Okay.
Watch, guys, this is the last thing, and then we're going to get back to it again. Just have a look, right? There's Cameron on the chair. Okay? Cameron, I just want you to look. Imagine there's a noise, okay? When I click my fingers, there's a noise over there. And you're going to react massively as you can. Okay, good, that's good. Really over the top. Ready? You guys watch. I'm just going to bring it around. So 3, 2, 1. Okay. This time, bring it down. So really, really small. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Which is better?
The big.
Do you like the big one? I like the small one. I like the small one. What do you?
The second one.
Second one, why?
Because it don't do a lot of moving.
It's more believable. It's not as dramatic. It's easy acting. It's all about keeping it small and just feeling stuff and not showing it. The first one was like, look at me, I'm looking at something. The second one was like, I'm actually listening. Okay. Next job. Take those pieces of drama that you've got, okay, and make them work for a shot which is kind of about that size. Okay? So you need to forget about the moves. Maybe you're sitting next to each other, maybe you're standing, maybe you're back to back, maybe one person in front of the other. I don't know. Try and make them work for a shot that's about this size, and we'll put them on video. Okay? 2 minutes. Can you do that, guys? Does everyone understand? Just 2 minutes. And then we've got
Grab it with your leg.
1 more minute.
See, I'd say the view from the living room is picturesque.
Picturesque? Yeah, of the council estate. But as I said before, I want a house in the country, not in the city.
There's a lake.
A lake. I'd call it more of a puddle.
We've been in the gateway for about 5, 6 years.
Yeah, right.
So we've got.
So it's quite.
Yeah, we just sort of like got the camera.
Yeah, it's nicely shot as well. I like the handheld, so it gives urgency.
So how many films have you made before? Is this
That's the
This
first one.
is the first
So-
one.
the first one?
Yeah.
Well done.
We just basically, we had an idea and we
Yeah.
thought we'd go with it, didn't we? We had the camera, so we thought, may as well give it a shot. That's what we came up with. And it got shown, didn't it, at the...
Yeah, it was like the last performance in the actual Game Theatre because they closed it down. So we did like, the group did like a film and then we did a performance afterwards. And so that would open the film.
How much footage did you shoot? Just that basically, that...
There was a few more, but
That was a bit more either end, but that was the... and we tried to do it in one take, didn't we?
Yeah, it looks almost like it, doesn't it? It's quite, it feels like it's real time.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
No, I remember me and Danny were on the viewing session for that.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah, we saw that one. And it was in Sheffield motion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a
it
good
was.
festival to be in Sheffield. You went to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to that.
I thought it was terrific. It's a really impressive piece of work. Thanks. It's going to be shown elsewhere, I'm sure.
It'll get a really good reaction in the cinema.
You're on show.
Yeah, a good punchline. Is it? We knew that was coming, but it's just that we did it. It was clever.
And what's the second film?
It's something strange.
So this is a more of a joint...
Yeah, do you want to tell us a bit about the rest of the group here? You're involved in Something Strange? What's your
Well,
jobs?
basically, we had like a couple of ideas, and it was sort of like we had a load of ideas, and
Right.
we picked one of them out of the best because a couple of the Gateway people thought that was a good idea,
Yeah.
and so we went with it and go around town doing loads of shots, and then. So
And who did what, as it were?
I'm the sort of main part, and then they're doing all the other like sort of extra.
Strange people.
They're
Right,
strange.
okay. But
They're
you're
all
you're
strange.
actors, so we've got any directors?
We've got someone else who
Yeah, there's someone else,
Come.
but
Right.
we
couldn't get hold of.
Couldn't get in contact because the gateway closed. A lot of people went their separate ways, and we couldn't get in contact with the final person. I was particularly pleased with this group because they filmed this in their own time. It was during half-term holiday, so they actually took some time out to do it. Their original idea, they compromised it, which I was really impressed with, because they wanted ideas of like broccoli. You could see broccoli in a sweet shop, but we couldn't go into the sweet shop and ask permission to put broccoli in the window because he saw it strange. So they adapted their ideas on the day as well. So with the camera all ready to roll, they said, right, we'll do this. They brought in their own props, all the stuff that you've got. And the great thing is, you know, especially with the age group this range, they made a fool of themselves in the middle of Chester, which a lot of teenagers wouldn't do. And you should see that some of the things that some of the reactions people as they were walking past was just as funny. Unfortunately, we didn't catch them on film. And we also used a very, very rudimentary Steadicam system because for this particular story, they wanted to follow Cameron as he walked and running down the street.
So,
So.
tell me about your rudimentary Steadicam. How did you do it?
Well, it wasn't a full Steadicam rig. It was a small rig put on that one. But it was great because they were actually directing the scene, saying we need to stand here. This needs to be happen here. This needs to happen here as well. And tried it on. It's very, very heavy.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go for it.
With ideas rather than a story or a plot.
And you're not sure where the story's going, which you quite like as well. You're not sure where your accounts are going to end up or what's going to happen to you at the end of the film, which is part of the fun, really.
It works well because it's so visual as well.
Yeah, that's right.
And uses visual ideas.
I think my only slight criticism would be I think you need a few more bonkers things in it, really.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea, isn't it? But I just was hoping you might turn around another corner. Something equally silly. You know what I mean? But the ones you did were great, I think. I love them all. Really good ideas.
The shot of you walking is really good. That's a Steadicam. Right?
Yeah.
It was, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's quite a hard thing to try and get it coordinated and organised, which is great.
Yeah.
But I was also very pleased. It was typical guerrilla filmmaking because, like the Specsavers opticians, we didn't ask permission as such. So Cameron went into the shop.
That's against uni regulations.
I know. He went into the shop. He said wait for 30 seconds and then come out and put the sunglasses on. So Cameron walked in there. Everybody looked at him like, why has he walked into the shop? And turned around and was like counting 30 seconds to come out again for the repeat angle one. So
you got no permission for filming in a shopping centre or anything?
Oh, well, the shopping centre we did, yes. The actual,
right.
that one, that was fine.
When we
But
went in, some big guy came on and said you don't have authorisation to film in here.
That's right, we won't touch it.
So we didn't go in there. We actually just filmed the outside. So it's a long shot of the street, but that was good fun. It's also like Elsa's one as well, the kind of the guerrilla style of filmmaking. You know, which is good.
The other thing you did, of course, with that guerrilla style is you capture the expressions of all the shoppers as well. You know, so you get them looking about what's going on, which is cool. Adds to the fun of the film. So. And this was your first film. Terrific. Really, really impressive start. So, what's the next one going to be about? Don't stop now.
Thought about that, yeah.
Are you still working together as a group?
Well, on the back of this, we've tried to put a film school together. We've got a couple of ideas together to get a group together. So they've kind of like the idea of comedy horror, which is said is very hard to do properly. But I think they're up for the challenge. I think.
Edgar Wright started here.
Oh right. Did he do Hot Fuzz? Did he do?
Yeah.
Shaun the Dead. Oh, right. There we go.
He shot his very first film, shot in his back garden. It was a spaghetti western, so it's called A Fistful of Fingers. Made it when I think he was 14. With his mum and dad.
Fantastic.
And he's done all right, hasn't he?
Yeah.
As a filmmaker. So comedy horror, it's a good, difficult genre.
So you want to carry on making stuff and you have access to equipment. I mean, is it? It's not your own equipment, is it?
No, on the back of this, really, because of this festival, we've tried to make things available to everybody now, which would be great. So I think just let people know as well.
You need to have guessed at the start. I think that's pretty smart. Where else is it going to be shown? You pitched it to other places. You need a publicist.
Oh yes, a Propeller are quite interested on the two films as well. Yeah,
it's perfect.
Which I haven't told the other group yet, actually. So it might be on television.
Propeller here over the weekend.
Oh, are they? All right.
Have you got it online anywhere? Because if you want, I mean, I said to someone earlier that on YouTube and MySpace, even MySpace is perhaps better to
That's right.
You don't MySpace?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
James.
Natalie.
Two James we've got. Natalie.
Laurie.
Lauren.
Elsa.
Sorry?
Elsa.
Elsie.
Dan.
Cameron. Nice to meet you all. Okay. Health and safety stuff. If there's a fire, you will follow one of the staff members.
Which one of each of those three cameras is pointing at, and I'm sure that will change. Do you want lights up a bit, Bob? Or are you okay?
Yes, please.
More lights on it. So the three monitors below showing you what the cameras are pointing at. Okay. The big monitor that says program monitor, that's the one that tells us what we're recording. Okay, so that's the one we want to get right. If we were, this is a broadcast studio, and if we were broadcasting to via BBC or ITV, that's what would appear in people's homes. So we want to make sure that nothing goes on that monitor that isn't it's supposed to go on that monitor. The two people who are mainly responsible for getting that right are the director, which is going to be me on this occasion, and I sit here, and the vision mixer, who sits here and operates this desk. We're going to keep it relatively simple for the vision mixer today, and all they will have to do is to start on black, which is here. They will go to VT, videotape 2 in fact, and that will play in the opening titles, as well as during the course of the show playing in other things that we pre-recorded. And then they will be cutting between camera 2, camera 1 and camera 3. And the way that the vision mixer will know how to do that is that I will make the calls. So I will say, come into VT, stand by VT and take VT. And then the vision mixer presses VT. I will say, come into camera 2, stand by and take 2. And then you will cut at camera 2. So you won't be left in the dark about what to press and when. All you've got to do is listen carefully to my instructions and keep your fingers there at the ready, and you should be able to do the cuts okay.
And you tweak the focus so his eyes are really sharp.
Tweak
Yeah, basically. So tweak that, turn that, match his eyes. See?
Then you zoom out.
Then you zoom out to the shot you want, and that's correct.
Oh.
Okay. See?
Does it mean so you push this way all the way? Yeah, everybody's got headphones on, and they're all listening. On the right side, so we go there. Where's the top of the head? Go down a bit more. Tilt towards her. Guys in the front, can I ask you to just shuffle a bit closer together? No. Yeah. A bit more, Stephen? Fantastic. That's cool. That's right. That's good. Zoom. What are you guys doing? There's a little bit of headroom. Natalie,
That's
can you
nice.
tell us what you had for tea last night, please?
And you can actually come even a bit further back than that for me, you know, I can shot. And then I'm going
You
to
ready for Laura?
reposition
in a
you
minute.
to a mid-two shot.
Yes, we're ready.
So do you want to zoom
Laura,
in
could
from
you
there
tell
and
us
see
what
if
you
you can do
had
mid-two
for tea last
shot,
night, please?
please?
Okay.
T,
Water cube, yeah.
I'd like you to move the presenters a little bit further apart, please. Just about half.
Rehearsal.
Hold on a minute. Bob, do you want to?
Lauren, yeah, just say James where it said, sorry,
Yeah.
say Lauren where it said James if we can't get it right for you, please.
I'm sure we can fix that. One, rugby T, take T, up sound. Rugby T, is it running?
Press play.
Yeah.
Not doing it?
Opening
Okay,
title's
so
going to play first.
okay, on opening titles, we've got about 20 seconds on this. We'll be coming off this to camera 2, camera 2 wide shot. Hold on, we've just got a little hitch on the opening title.
Just keep playing it.
The auto cue's going
Yeah, just
forward.
keep playing it until
The auto
the
cue's
cue's
going back
stopped,
to
so
the
it
beginning.
tells you to stop
Keep
it.
us still the first line there
Okay.
for us, please.
We're coming off to camera 2. Remember
Thank you.
not to cue until I give the cue, please, T. A bit more on
You're
the...
read your introduction to camera
Good.
number 2, both of you.
Stand by.
Stand by.
And coming to 2 and 2. And coming to 3 and 3 and cue.
Ejected.
Welcome to Kick-Off
Three and
West
three.
Yorkshire's very own football
And cue
programme
on three,
coming to you
please.
from the great city of Bradford. I'm Natalie.
I'm Lauren.
On
In
3,
today's
please.
show,
Everyone
we've
on
got a
3.
report.
3, stay sharp.
Wait till the
Camera on 3, please. They're on 3. They're on 3. Oh,
What it says VAF on.
T, have you...
What's happened, Lauren?
It says we've got a report VAF on.
Yeah, there's something's changed on the auto
Lauren,
key.
in today's show, we've got a
Or
report.
from, it should be. Somebody's added a VA into it.
You Stephen.
Thank you.
Okay.
T,
Spotted.
are you okay? I'm assuming you're stood by the cameras telling them which camera to talk to. Is that a fair assumption? Or?
Not yet.
Well,
It's
well,
all
Okay.
well, you there.
Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1.
While this is going on, what feel look that way. Cool. There's some young people in the gallery as well if you want to go around there and take some photos through the door there. Opening titles in 5, 3, 2. Okay, stand by.
Welcome to Kick-Off West Yorkshire's very own football programme coming to you from the great city of Bradford. I'm Natalie.
And I'm Lauren. In today's show, we've got a report from BBC's Your Game 5-a-side tournament.
We'll be looking at women and football when we interview players from Bradford City women's team.
And Jason has found some
What you're going to get.
Rugby T, take T. Up sound, do T. Cam 3. And take 3 and cue Lauren.
Shall I start?
Cue Lauren, cam 3.
Scroll down.
Keep watching.
Just click on there anywhere. And you just
Keep watching for more of that. But first, let's take a look at the latest news from the Premier
Coming to 1
League.
and 1.
Arsenal are back on top after a convincing 3-1 win over
Leave them
Tottenham.
both up once they're both
Arsene
talking,
Wenger's
yeah?
team went behind to an early goal, but in the end,
their quick passing was too good for the Spurs, who let in 3 goals in the second half.
3 and 3.
Ronaldo's return for United made a little difference to the team in a hard slog of a game against Everton. They won 1-0, but neither side was impressive, and Everton felt they hadn't done enough for a draw.
Thank you. Coming to 1 and 1.
Emil Heskey's revived England career has been knocked off
Just a little
course
bit looser,
after
too, please. Just a little bit
he
looser.
broke his foot on Saturday's 1-1 draw between Wigan and Fulham. It's the same injury that Wayne Rooney
And
picked up.
we're coming to camera 2
Heskey's
for
also out
this
for
next
6
bit,
weeks
so
and
Lauren will be
will
on
miss the next
2.
England qualifiers.
Coming to 2 and
And
2.
finally, what's the worst punishment you can give a footballer? Well, a new documentary about Chelsea says it's a good ear flicking. The behind scenes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, for example, when I think Lauren was talking to camera 2, Natalie looking somewhere else completely.
He's pulling one note from the director. When Lauren, you're talking in your...
Okay.
Good luck.
If we record, please.
We are recording.
We are recording and we are at speed. Coming to opening titles in...
Opening title.
5... Sorry, T, hold on a second. Coming to opening titles in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run VT, take VT. That's a nice one. Well done, guys. Okay, run down the titles coming up, opening titles. Camera 2. No.
Don't forget, each of you talking in the camera and walking in the same direction.
I think we will be coming up at the top. Stand by. Comes to 2 and 2. Comes to 3 and 3. And cue at Natalie.
Welcome to Kick Off West Yorkshire's very own football
Camera
programme.
2, can you give me your mid 2 shot, please? Camera 2. So if you go
I'm
in a bit,
Natalie.
please.
And I'm Lauren.
That's great,
In
thank
today's show, we've got a report from
Oh, yeah,
BBC's
that's
York Game 5-a-side tournament.
We'll be looking at women and football when we interview players from Bradford City women's team.
And Jason has found some of the worst footballing blunders of all time. Let's take a look at the news from the Premier League.
It's 1 and 1.
Arsenal are back on top after a convincing 3-1 win over Tottenham. Arsene Wenger's team went behind through an early goal, but in the end their quick passing was too good for Spurs, who let in 3 goals in the second half.
3 and 3.
Ronaldo's return for United made a little difference to the team in a hard slog of a game against Everton. They won 1-0, but neither side looked impressive, and Everton felt they had done enough for a draw.
It's 1 and 1.
Emil Heskey's revived
support from Football Foundation.
Stand by, VT.
The competition is open to community teams from all over the country.
Greatest start in the community.
With camera 3.
They've come here today and it just brings people together.
Keeping 2
different backgrounds. And it's fantastic.
We're from a charity that's worked for about 78 years in the city centre leagues, working with people who sleep rough and
football when we interview players from Bradford City women's team.
And Jason has found some of the worst footballing blunders of all time.
Everything from defenders who need glasses to goalies with 2 left feet. Here's a quick look at what you're going to get.
And now it doesn't. Then he went to the high school and he got too much to do. Today so you can go.
Oh, right across my shot.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Filmmakers and film watchers, directors, actors, animators, boom operators, editors, basically everybody. Can I welcome you to the 2007 Co-Operative Young Filmmakers Festival. Next is the world a weird and confusing place, or does Cameron simply need glasses? We'll find out in a film called Something Strange by Rick Smith and the Gateway Youth Theatre. Next up, we have another film from Rick Smith and the Gateway Youth Theatre. It's about the girls' first ever house party and it's called Practice Makes Perfect.
Hey George, thanks for coming. I didn't realise you were going to be here tonight. It's going to be a great party. It's too happy. Yeah. It's going to be a good party. How come you came along? Oh, you came with Helen, did you? Yeah, that's fine. No hard feelings, nothing like that. Yeah, but yeah, really? So do I. I think her nose is awful. It doesn't suit her face. I just, a hunch. I never noticed a hunch. Oh, George, you're so funny. Oh yes. Do you want a skirt? Do you want a skirt? Yeah. But it's saved like 500, so it's good. No, don't tell him that. Oh, thanks, you're so cute. Oh, you spoil me with compliments. Drink, ask him for a drink. Do you want to come get a drink? Yeah, sure, I'll give him a drink. So, what's happening with you and Helen? You know the one you... Is that George? Well, okay, just one quick one. Okay. Steady on, George. Just... Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Just one small one, George. That's too small. Oh dear. You make me some pout. It's too. What's wrong? No. Okay, George. Just a small one. Oh, George. Oh, no. It's too big. Too over dramatic. Oh, George. Oh, just a small one. Oh, perfect. Helen. Hi, Helen! You're not coming to the party? It's George. I mean, George isn't coming to the party. Oh, no, that's fine. I was going to cancel it anyways. We'll have a... Yeah, okay. I'll see you around. Mom! Party's cancelled!
Next one we have down for the film Something Strange, the Gateway Youth Theatre, and that's Cameron David Riles, Natalie Lawson, and Lauren Olivia Shand, please. And Cameron, you were actually the actor in the actual film, weren't you? In fact, all three of you were. Well acted. That's the one with the with all the swimwear, wasn't it? With the flippers and the goggles. We have Gateway Youth Theatre with the film Practice Makes Perfect. And can we have Elsa Price and Dan Chrysler to come down, please? actress in that film, Elsa. Well, that was very good. I think she deserves another round of applause for acting. She didn't get that kiss with George in the end, did she?